Hello everybody and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today we are going to make some Otto's oat soap, but before we do that I did want to run through our PPE, our protective equipment that we wear each and every time we make soap to make sure that we stay safe so that we can continue to make soap for you all. So the first thing that we are going to put on is our arm covers here. These are actually meant originally for like farmers or people who work out in the yard a lot, and they basically act as like long sleeves. Especially it's nice when you have short sleeves, a short sleeve shirt on. We'll just put these on. You can also get these off of Amazon. We got these directly from the supplier, Farmers Defense, and I'll link them down in the video description below. Basically now I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. I also have long pants on, and I have closed-toed shoes on as well. The second thing that we will put on is our gloves, our plastic gloves, or our Nylite gloves, or whatever they are called, to make sure that our hands stay safe. So now basically I am covered from neck all the way down. I will then wear or put on some safety goggles here, safety glasses. These ones curve all the way around the side to not let anything kind of splash on me. And then not necessarily a protective equipment, but I also always wear a apron just to keep my clothes as clean and as oil-free as possible. If some oil splashes up or something like that, I can just wash this instead of getting all my clothes all oily. So that is it. That is how we get ourselves protected and ready to make our soap. So with that, I'm going to make a quick batch of our Otto's oat soap, so stay tuned. Alrighty, so like I mentioned in the introduction, we are going to just make a quick batch of our Otto's oat bar today. The main purpose of this video was more to show the safety things that we do and less to focus on the soap making process and like a specific fun bar. So we put on all of our protective equipment. We have our lye water into our custom signature oil blend, which is down in the description box below, and then I am going to strain in colloidal oatmeal, kaolin clay, and a little extra water. That water offsets what the kaolin clay takes out of the soap batter. This ensures that you don't get any cracks on the top of your soap. That's the main reason for the extra water. I don't know why I put it in this jar though. That was kind of a silly decision on my part. But for safety things that we do here, so anytime we put our stick blender head in the oil, especially once we add in the sodium lactate and lye water, you always want to make sure there's no air bubbles. So you just kind of like shake the stick blender around a little bit. You also want to pour the lye water down the stick blender shaft to make sure that it doesn't splash up and splash out of your oil blend, because that is when you can get some lye burns, and those are not fun to deal with. When you're super protected like I am right now in this video with the arm guards and the gloves and the apron and the eyewear and long pants and that sort of thing, it really reduces the opportunity to get hurt by the lye in the soap making process. After we blend up our soap batter to the consistency we're looking for, we will pour this into our slab mold here. If you are newer to the channel, all of the equipment that we're using is specific for the soap making process. None of these things are used with food. This table isn't used for food. Everything is specific for the soap making process. Everything is sanitized before we use it. We wash it on a super high setting in our dishwasher to make sure everything is nice and clean and sanitized. We will scrape out the container. We will let the soap batter sit just a little bit to thicken up a tad so we can do our spoon swoops here. Even though a lot of the stuff that we use is specific for soap making or candle making for that matter. A lot of this equipment is stuff that you can just buy at the normal store. So these bar spoons, or this bar spoon that I'm using, is from Amazon, and it's used normally in like a bar setting. Our stick blenders are just from Best Buy. They're KitchenAid brand. Our scrapers, our spatulas are all from like Target or Fred Meyer. Our jars are just Bell brand canning jars that we got from Target or Fred Meyer, I think. So you don't have to have super specific or like soap specific equipment to make soap. Usually the biggest kind of like specialty item outside of like the lye and the oils and things that you're using are the molds. So our slab molds here are specific for the soaping process. Brambleberry, which they're linked down in the description box below, has some great soap making equipment, slab molds, loaf molds, things like that that are super affordable that you can kind of get started with. Amazon also has some. You do kind of have to vet the equipment that you're purchasing from Amazon, because sometimes it is maybe affordably priced, but it is not necessarily going to hold up to repeated use. When we first started making soap, we kind of focused more on cost savings, but in the end you had to rebuy equipment several times, and so really it wasn't any cheaper than what you would have spent if you just bought the like little more quality item at the beginning. Now, if you're just making soap for like a hobby, you're not selling it, you're just making it for like friends and family, you can probably save a little bit of money and buy the slightly more inexpensive equipment, because you're not going to be repeatedly using it every single day or every other day and wear it down more quickly. Once our soap is set up for 24 hours, we will unmold it and break out our slab splitter there and break this slab down into loaves, and then we will break out Dorothy, our bar cutter, and start cutting up these bars. This soap in particular is our fragrance and color-free bar, so it's not super exciting on the inside. It's a really nice, gentle bar that is nice if you have a little more sensitive skin, or you're a little more like scent averse. This is just oatmeal, so it does smell a little bit like oatmeal, but it doesn't have like rolled oats in it, so it's not exfoliating. The colloidal oatmeal that we use in this bar is very gentle and soft, and it gives it like a nice silky smooth feel, along with that kale and clay. Both of those things give it a really nice like skin feel, and that's what we're going for with this bar. It's not meant to like grab your attention. It's supposed to be like the nice standby soap. This soap is always for sale on our website unless we sell out, so check out our website for more details on that. If you do want to support the channel and get soaps or candles of the month from us, we have a subscription service, and we will give you shout outs, send you bars of soap or candles at the beginning of every month. Check out our website for details on that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe so you can see what we come up with next. Thanks. Bye.